Maybe you have the back to school blues like me, or maybe you're thrilled for a fresh start and new chapter. Either way, we're here to ensure your family starts the semester right. So over the next 3 days, we'll share how to start the school year strong, steady, and smart. From checklist items you won't want to forget, to encouraging pep talks to help you feel emotionally ready too. Educational consultant Michelle Loveday will start us off strong. It's so good to see you.
It's good to see you.
We get
always.
to connect in person at least about once a year.
At least.
And I appreciate it. I really
Glad
do.
to be here.
How is your household doing? How are you feeling?
You know what? We're feeling pretty good. We got the class schedule for our 7th grader, the baby of the family. Our sophomore went to back to school. I think there's some anxiousness and excitement.
You're going to help all of us start strong this school year. Let's start with one of the most important relationships, and that is with your teacher.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think with parents, we have to remember that the teacher is somebody else's child, spouse, sister, and that they have a human side, and they spent the summer dealing with family issues, death, or excitement, and they are probably feeling just as sad about being back or happy as well.
So put on the human lens.
Yes,
and
always.
see them as real people.
See them as real people. And then also the second thing is to remember that they want the same thing for your child that you want. They want a good education. Teachers are back to school now in the classroom, preparing, sitting through PDs they may not want to be in.
Yeah.
Anxious to want to educate your child, and they want them to be successful in their learning as well.
I was filling out questionnaires over the weekend, and I was so impressed that almost every teacher asked, what do you want me to know about your child? And it did become that equalizing question to reinforce what you're saying. They want success too. They want goodness for your child as well. So assume that.
Assume the best, that they want them to shine and probably be better than what you imagine they could be. Bring out talents.
You also want us to treat them as part of the team, meaning what your child says might not always be what happens.
How many times do we know that they pit the dad against the mom or grandma against the mom? You know, and so just don't always believe your child. I feel like we've lost that in some way, shape, or form, that the child is going to be always right. But give some grace to the teacher that they're the adult and that they have no ill intent when they come to you with a concern that happened in the classroom. And there's 3 sides to every story.
Yeah, so I like that. 3 sides to every story.
His, hers, and what really happened.
That's good. So benefit of the doubt comes first.
Yes.
And treating that human, that person as part of a team.
Please, yes.
I love it, Michelle. I love it. How can we start strong with the school this year?
You just said it. You are checking emails. I know it is annoying. There's 80 million surveys, and depending on how many classes your child has, but the school is really trying to get a snapshot of your child. So take the time, check your emails. Many school districts are going on to different communication systems that are going to be easier for you. They're going to help translate into different languages. So please go through your spam mail, get on the email list, make sure that your phone number is accurate, and just listen to the voice messages as best as possible that the school is sending out.
Dial in. I was reminded, there was a funny meme going around about, are you going to do this on Remind or Canva or email? And you do realize as a parent, you have to engage there wherever they are, and that takes some conscious homework on your part.
And schools are doing their best to communicate with you. It just has to be reciprocated. We want the one way, we have the 2-way, we want in person, but schools have, depending on the school, 500 plus students to navigate. And so while your family is special, they've got to communicate that same information 50 million times. So we need your help to help communicate with us.
Check the emails, show up for the events.
Show up for the events. My child did not want to go to the sophomore kickoff. Nobody's going to be there. I said, we're going. We're going to hear what the counselors have to say. We're going to get information. And I'm glad we showed up because we got the Chromebook and the student ID.
She was glad too. They were glad too. And I like this point to celebrate the school. I buy a school t-shirt every year in hopes of communicating that support. Like just being a cheerleader of the school.
Oh my gosh, didn't we just get off of the Olympics and we're all Team USA right now? And we're just riding that high until Para-Olympics come in. Do the same thing for your school. Celebrate the school. We don't do box tops as much anymore, and so there's different ways that the PTA and other organizations need to fundraise. Be a cheerleader for the school, and your kid will then in turn participate in the school activities as well.
This is such great advice we don't always hear. I'm so grateful that you're highlighting it today. Finally, how can we start strong with our student, our star?
We're going to pray for them.
Lots of prayers.
Because right now,
let's begin there.
We're going to begin there because I know they're all feral right now. So we're going to bring them back and we're going to help them identify what they value as a person.
Okay.
They're walking into a lot of different situations. People have cell phones, some don't. And who are we and what do we want you to stand up for in your life, in your classroom, to be that individual in the classroom?
Yes.
Yeah.
And finally,
I think
20
that's it.
seconds, you want parents to celebrate all learning.
Celebrate all learning. I think we're so competitive, which is great as a culture, but whether it's homeschool, virtual school, private, charter, or public, we all need to educate our future right now. And as a community, we need to uplift and make sure that our students are growing and are ready to take over when we, need to take a break and retire.
Yes, ma'am. We so value your voice, Michelle.
So glad
Thank
to
you
be here.
so much. Good luck.
Thank you.
With
You
this
too.
coming year and all you're doing to shape those students and that educational opportunity.